Well, I was going to go for this whole angle with like a webcam and a face reveal and good shit like that, but instead you're going to have to deal with the B-rate quality productions of whatever images I can find in my image folder. Hello, I'm Billy12510. It has been a month or 2 months. It says the last video was a month ago. It was a Fire Emblem video, and since then, nothing has happened. It's not the first time I've randomly just disappeared off the face of the earth. As this channel goes, let's be real, not gonna be the last time it happens either. But, to hell with it. Hold on a second, I need to shut my door properly. Yeah, it's shut. Okay. It didn't look it to me. Right. Points. I'm back. And I'm better than ever. No, not like that. I'm still the same shitty memer I always was. Ever will be. But this time, I have new toys. And by new toys, I mean what do they call this? Seagate, PlayStation 4 external hard drive, an Elgato capture device, and a Dream. Those dreams include basically murdering all my old ones. Alright. So, I don't know when it hit me. I'd say I'm trying to pinpoint it myself. I want to say it was like some point during the month. Well, clearly the month between the last video that went up on this channel and now. That would make the most amount of logical sense. I want to say it started a bit before then, and it's continuing in a way now. But as my chair squeaks uncontrollably, I want to try do a reboot. Not a full reboot, but like a fresher start, as you will. With that means I have to send a few things off to the guillotine again, as I'm wont to do. So, let's get the things I'm killing immediately out of the way. Those would be Spyro Year of the Dragon and Fire Emblem 1. I have no idea what possessed me to try and power my way through a game like the first Fire Emblem whilst I'm in the middle of a massive Fire Emblem funk where I'm just not interested in playing anything about that series right now. I don't know why I tried it. It didn't work. I could never get myself motivated enough to go through with the desire to boot it up, record it, edit it, and get everything on just like naturally, and like over reliance and like having guests needed to power through something like that. Even though I don't think it's bad, it just like aged terribly, which I guess in a sense that means it's bad though, isn't it? And also Spyro Year of the Dragon, I don't know what possessed me to stop being interested in doing that one either. Because unlike Fire Emblem 1, as I shift my mic and that gets picked up on recording, I'm very professional as you can tell. Spyro Year of the Dragon I've played since it came out in 2000. I love that game to death, and even more so with the release of the Spyro Reignited trilogy. But at the same time, I also think that in this example being the Reignited trilogy, had something to do with me not wanting to play through the PS1 version. But oddly enough, not the reasons you think it is, not because I think the remastered version is better than the PS1 version, but I just didn't feel like playing it for some reason. Like, I just lost interest in playing through the Spyro Reignited trilogy. I still haven't beaten all of it. I beat the first game, because Lord knows that's the one that needed the most touch-up, and thankfully got that, and I enjoyed it. it's not an issue of me not liking the games I'm playing. Well, with the exception of Fire Emblem 1, maybe. But more so just not being motivated enough to sit down and record, and I'm going to say this part again, editing. It's always just been the biggest issue I've had with doing anything on this channel, is taking time, because I'm getting like swamped with like work hours and things like that, even though I'm not taking university courses anymore because I graduated through this last semester. I got my diploma, so now whatever I want to do from there, I have no idea. So I figured, well, now I'll just have more time to sit back, relax, and do more YouTube stuffs. That never came about in any capacity as I imagined it would. So here we are, left in the state of limbo where I'm just like trying to figure things out. So what I figured out through doing a screenshot LP, where you just like take a video game you're playing and just like oh my god, they would interrupt me while I'm doing something important like this. Where you just take print screens of whatever game you're playing and you post it on like an internet forum or live doing a Discord server with my friends. And just like, the game was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, and I know that because I have the guide for it sitting outside here on my bed, off camera. Like, there is a camera that you're watching. That's... I can be really stupid sometimes. But no, sitting down, playing through that game story mode in its entirety, powering through it, and like just interacting with people, like seeing other people's like experience with Mystery Dungeon style games or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Pokemon Mystery Dungeon style games. I really enjoyed doing that, and it like rekindled a passion inside of me to want to go back to the old stomping grounds of videos and YouTube, and I'm really looking forward to trying to do that again. So, this was well after I bought the Elgato and just decided to sit on it and not do anything with it. So fuck it, let's do something with it. So what we're doing with that is we're going to go back to a time where I once played a video game called Crash Bandicoot, and going through its remaster trilogy that came out 2 years ago, Crash N. Sane Trilogy. At this point, I've already recorded 2 videos, and I had a release date in mind for Monday, April 22nd, which would be... Today's the 18th, so 4.5 days from now, about as much. But I'm not just gonna like stop at this, like the 2 episodes I have recorded and just like wait another 2 weeks. I'm going to get I think like either tomorrow or over the course of the weekend, now that LCS is done and I'm not watching that anymore, I'll sit down after I'm done with working to go another round and get more videos. I think playing for the first game would take me, let's see, I've done 2 30-minute videos on it so far. Oh, and I should stress, this is a 100% run of the Crash N. Sane Trilogy, and that does not include Relic Races, but does include going through Stormy Ascent, so I'm going to die a lot, no doubt, and I'm not looking forward to some of the later game stages, but hey, it'll be fun, because I never... Because my problem with the first Crash Bandicoot game that I did the LP for was it was just a really shitty camcorder LP, and I just hated how it all ended up turning out. That was back in 2012, 13. One of those two. I think I definitely started 20... Because I know I started with Pokemon Crystal in like 2012. And 2013... Sorry, I'm just rambling. It doesn't matter when it started. It was at least it was a good half a decade ago, for at a minimum, that I know to be true. And that, if anything on this channel needs a touch up besides like having a decent schedule, it would be that game. So I'm going to go through that. I don't have a like set upload schedule because I would prefer to get it most of, if not all of the game done. I don't think, considering I've recorded just like 2 videos over the course of 2 weeks, it's probably not going to be realistic, considering I have a deadline of April 22nd. I should make that a point to make a note of that for later, a reminder for myself. But it will happen. I'll guarantee that one for sure. Past that, I don't know after I beat the first Crash Insane Trilogy game. I don't know what I would play afterwards. My mind says the second Crash Bandicoot, but I'm not sold on that idea just yet. Because most likely what would happen is the 22nd comes around, and then the first part gets uploaded, and then over the course of probably the next month would be me uploading the rest of Crash Bandicoot 1 for the Insane Trilogy. And that would take us up to May 22nd, and then like a month after that, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled gets released, and I know I want to play through that. I absolutely want to do an LP of that game. So, and also just like record multiplayer races with some of my friends in that game when it comes out, because I know my friend Matt's going to get that game, because I basically told him to do that. He was going to do it on his own, but I really want you to get this, man. Like, better get it. It's like Reservoir Dogs just pointing a gun at him, like get this game, man. It'll be fun. I swear it. Nothing like that at all. I love that guy. That part made no goddamn sense. What am I even talking about? Yeah, I don't know what I want to do after beating the first Crash Bandicoot game. Nothing is set in stone. I have a few ideas, since Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team is what got me into this drive. I was actually thinking of LPing that game, but like it's been so soon. But it would be like so soon after I've just beat the game again on an emulator file. I still have the physical copy because I have my GameCube that has the Game Boy Player attachment, so I could do stuff like that now. But I still want an AV to HDMI splitter cable for my Elgato, so I could just not have to rely on Dazzle for that shit anymore. I think that would be more of a feasible solution to wanting to do GameCube and like older gen stuff. Obviously, because this is 2019, this stuff has all been done before, but I'm new to this sort of getting it all together, getting it working and whatnot. Other than that, sorry about that. Talking on and off for about 45 minutes straight is thirsty work. Other than that, I would love to try and start doing multiplayer stuff with my friends on Discord server if they agree to do it with me, which I don't think they need to be convinced to do that. Like, I just like offer suggestion, like if they want to, that they want to. If they don't, that's cool too. But I would like to start doing more multiplayer stuff because I can now just play the Jackbox games and stuff. because of the way Discord video share works on servers now. As in, it works. Huzzah. But I don't know what... I don't have... All I have is suggestions. I don't have long-term ideas. That's my biggest problem. Because I can think in short-term. I can't guarantee a long-term turnout or commitment to certain ideas, despite all the talk. So all I'm saying is just place your faith that I will come through, and it may or may not happen. As reliable as I am, I will just forget to do stuff sometimes. I don't know. The rambling bits are just like going on. This will just go on forever, but I'll TLDR it. No Fire Emblem 1, no Spyro Year of the Dragon. Those things are done. Starting April 22nd and onward from there will be Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, the first game. In the future, maybe the second game as well. Because, I don't know, I just feel like playing through the second game. And then when it comes out, which might coincide with like timings of me and wrapping up Crash 1. I don't know how it goes. We'll get there how we get there. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, a single player LP plus multiplayer races with friends, if they're down on the being recorded for that. And yeah, that's about it. For now, though, that's just gonna be it for me. Like, I hate taking off breaks from YouTube because there is something fun to me just like playing through these games that people don't tend to play as much or have not played before because from most of what I gather, a lot of people that I know tend to have Nintendo-based childhoods, and I am the exception to this rule, being a Sony baby growing up with PS1 and going from there. So it's fun that I get to do this and show off games that other people that have not experienced before or learn new things that they didn't know before. I like seeing that reaction because it makes me feel like I've accomplished something. Not accomplished something. God, I don't know how to word this properly because it just makes me sound self-censored, which, I'll be honest, I think that sounds more honest than anything else I've said so far. I just basically just want to make myself look like a jackass to attempt to get a laugh out of anyone, and if I can get someone to get a laugh out of people at my expense, then that's perfectly fine with me. I see that as mission accomplished. Oh lord, and I have a fucking 18-minute video to edit. That's great. Oh well, we'll get through it together. I'm Billy12510, and I will see you all, Monday. Bye, everybody.